All right, hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. All right, guys, sing it with me. We are staying up. Say, we are staying up. We are staying up. We are staying up.
Guaranteed.
There you go. If you are happy about Chelsea finally making it to 42 points,
42. Let's not
give
give us too
2
much.
likes on the video, subscribe to the channel, and get that notification bell on. You did it, guys.
We
You
did
made
it.
Safety. How's it feel?
Safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the table this afternoon, and I was like, okay, we are safe. All right, let's go. So
I'm embarrassed.
Technically, 37 points would have done in the last five of the last 6 seasons. 37 points has kept you up, but I did enjoy the Chelsea fans singing "We Are Staying Up."
yeah, I actually read an article from the Atlantic this afternoon with Simon Phillips, and he was actually sitting with the fans in the away stands, and he was talking about how the fans at least the away fans had a totally different attitude to all of this compared to the home fans, and how it was more of like a running joke kind of thing, that we were going to get relegated. I'm like, maybe, but there was still a little doubt there in everybody's minds. That said, we scored 3 goals though. I mean, that means we scored 4 goals in the month of May.
That's
Think
very
about
cool.
that.
I think that's more goals than you've scored in the rest of 2023.
Since
Pretty
Potter's
close.
been there.
It's got to be close.
But again, I'll point out, keep playing the kids. Madueke was fantastic again.
A little bit selfish.
He's the winner. He's been listening to the pod. We called for Badiashile. He comes in, he gets the winner.
Yep. A little bit selfish from Madueke. I get it. But I like the intensity. I like the forward motion. He wants to score a goal. I like seeing that. We haven't had that.
The funny thing is, as I was reading through one of the articles that I've read, that wasn't in this Atlantic, it was in something else. The 2 guys that everybody wants to see gone are the ones that assisted on the last 2 goals in Ziyech and Sterling. So,
Yep.
but looked better. I mean, even though we gave up that early goal, I thought we looked pretty good considering. We could have really just faltered and shrank, and I mean, it wasn't anything that was settled right away by any means, but you could tell we were pushing to get this one done, and it was nice to see. There was actually some effort, there was some pride.
It was a fight. It was a battle, I thought.
Yeah.
It was in it to. I mean, the game winner was the 83rd minute. Like it was there.
No, it was a 90-minute match for sure. The scoreline doesn't reflect that, right? But no, I thought he got
scored more as well. They played well.
Yeah, I thought he got it right. I didn't have a problem with the lineup coming out. I would rather.
How do we feel about Gallagher? Gallagher gets the opener. We've been hating on Gallagher.
That's 2 Gallagher goals, and I mean he's not good. What Gallagher lacks in skill, he makes up for in hustle and heart, which that plays into Tuchel. Tuchel played Gallagher a lot. Potter liked Gallagher. Lampard's gonna like Gallagher. Like, he's a manager's player. He gives everything he has, even if he's not gonna, perform on a skill level. He's gonna hustle and run for the ball and give everything he's got.
I mean, he bagged a point blank header. How many point blank headers has Kai missed this year?
That's what I'm saying. Kai, you always say this about Reece James.
Oh my gosh.
You always say this about Reece James. Kai Havertz is the most. He takes the cake for me. You want to talk
Mr.
about
Cool.
Mr. Cool, lackadaisical player. Kai is the antithesis of that. Reece James hustles a little bit. He just has this demeanor about him. Kai plays Mr. Cool. Like, oh, I have a good touch. I'm just gonna and then there was one point he literally had a 1-on-1, and he ran all the way to the byline, turned around and was like, "Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna play this back." It's like, bro, take your shot. It's just that's Kai. That's Kai Havertz for you. 100%.
Speaking of Kai, in that game, there was a cross. I want to say it was from Medaweke. And if he just turns his head the right way, he just nods it in.
It's wide open. Yeah. Yeah, he turns it. He Romelu Lukaku's it, and instead of directing it this way, he turns his head this way, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna hit it off the outside of my head," and just
Scared the corner flag.
beats T19.
Said it.
It was
But yeah,
so bad.
so I was happy to see the boys score. I think that's what we've been. We've had a lot of chances in a lot of these games. The Wolves game scoreline embarrassed me, but wasn't deserved. We had chances. We sat back against. Was it Bournemouth?
Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton, but
Brighton destroyed us.
If it wasn't for Kepa, Brighton would have destroyed us.
Yeah.
But we've had chances, and even under Potter, we've had chances on goal. These guys are shooting the ball. It just hasn't fell our way. And Frank kind of been like after the Wolves game, and when Cesar Azpilicueta scored on us,
In the
Frank
Brentford game.
in the Brentford game, Frank really summed it up, and he was like, things just are not falling our way. Things have not. There's nothing to build the confidence on. There's nothing to build momentum on. Things aren't going our way. They're not falling our way. The chips aren't. Lady Luck's not on our side. And here we bagged 3 goals. Connor gets a lucky one, but we can't capitalize on it. We end
It was
up
a nice cross from
Yeah, it was a
Conte
good
down the way.
cross.
No,
was
it
a good cross
really
for sure.
was. And, things kind of just felt like they fell our way. We converted the chances, and these guys can walk away with that. And I felt like it was a solid battle in the defense at Chalobah, Badiashile. I like the Chalobah start over Azpilicueta. He doesn't have the legs to go 90 minutes. Put Chalobah on the outside, play Badiashile in the middle. It's a perfect solution since Fofana's hurt and will be for the rest of the season. I like the rotation. Mudryk starting. I like Madueke starting. Sterling not playing a solid 9 because Kai does have a little bit of size on him. Kai knows how to hold up the ball. I get it. Like it's the Timo. I get it. Kai's not there to score goals. He's not the 9. He's not in the 9 position to score goals. He's in the 9 position to distribute. And that's kind of how we played that Champions League squad. Our 9 distributed, we didn't score goals. And I think he kind of fell back on that in this game, and it paid off for him. Midfielders scoring, Badiashile coming up with, I thought, a silky touch off of all you got to do is just place it.
You got it. Yeah, all he has to do is get something
All
on
he
it.
has to do is place it, right?
I mean, can the goalkeeper do a bit better? I know it's point blank, but didn't matter. Didn't matter because of the Felix goal. Because
right. And Felix, I was proud. I was actually proud of. I don't like.
Well, it's not Felix's goal. It has nothing to do with Felix. He just passed it in.
I don't like Yao Felix.
That goal
I
was
do.
awesome.
I like one thing that Yao Felix did, and he lifted up our shirt. He lifted up the crest. He pointed to the club. He said, "Yo, this is a." He didn't point to his back of his shirt. He didn't point to the man who assisted him. He pointed to the club. I haven't liked Yao Felix since we brought him in. I thought he's been a flop in the position that we employed him to do. We need you to create. We need you to be an offensive mindset to drive the ball forward. And he just really fell flat for me. But again, I thought he had the wrong manager. Potter and Felix that's not peanut butter and jelly. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Pep and Holland, that's peanut butter and jelly. You can't do it.
So does this
Felix,
give us confidence in Frank? Like,
I
how
don't
is
think
Frank now after the win?
It was not on Frank. And in a little bit, it's almost, I hate to say this because I hate what Potter did to this club. It's not on Potter. It's on these boys. These boys have to show up and play for the club. They're world class. They show it week in, week out. When they play for country, they show it. And they don't, and that's what my whole thing is with this season's been. The club disrespected them. So they, like the children they are, and Jose Mourinho said it best. The men I received when Frank was 18, 19, 20 were men. The boys I receive now are 18, 19, and 20 are boys. And it's just this childish atmosphere that we've had to this game where the club disrespected the boys in the locker room and they gave a big middle finger to the new ownership. Hey, we won't tank everything, but we are going to give you the most minimal effort we can because we don't like you. We don't like your decision. We didn't like what you did. And we're going to punish you for that. And how this season's ran out with Thiago not stepping up, Azpilicueta not stepping up, Reece James not stepping up. We have people who care about this club deeply on the boys' side, the players' side, and they won't step up and lead the club. So yeah, no, it's not about Frank. It's about these boys not wanting to get relegated, tired of being embarrassed. Hey, we can win games when we want to. We can score when we want to. And that to me makes me a little bit angry and frustrated with them, but I truly feel their pain because like I said last week in Lewis' question, like it's the culture of the club and you have to kind of keep that alive as little and as much as you can with the situation we're in. You can't let the club's bigger than you at some point.
So does this give us hope moving forward? That's the question, because in my opinion, if you include this game in the five, the next of the 5 games, this one just kind of on form and right now is the easiest because next it's Forest, who absolutely battled like gladiators today, scored 4 goals at home. Yes, they gave 3 goals.
Right.
So, but is this a one-off performance? Because after Forest, it's City United Newcastle.
I'm really hoping we don't check out. I'm really hoping it's not like, hey, we're safe, we're on the beach. I really hope these boys are going to go, hey, we're going to finish.
Take 7 first.
We're going to really finish the season as if we are Chelsea. At least give us that.
I hope
at least give us that.
I think that if it's a home match, we will give it our all. If it's on the road, we might lay down.
Both games in Manchester.
Both games. Yep.
You host Forest and you host Newcastle, but you're away to Manchester.
For both. I was gonna say, what you were talking about with Kai holding up and whatnot. That's why I've kind of pushed for him to be a 10, to be able to create to distribute. I honestly think Felix should play up top more than Kai should. I think he would be in a better situation playing up top.
He's just so small for the Prem. He's just so small for the Premier League.
He's bigger than Sterling.
So
I agree.
Aguero when he played the false 9.
Aguero is nowhere. Do not compare Aguero and João Felix. Do not insult my man.
Well, I'm just saying as far as size.
No, I get it. Aguero has more talent in his off foot than João will ever have. Yao's just not. I'm not bought in. I'm
not comparing Lewis. I'm not comparing skill level.
I'm not.
Well, the funny thing is that Aguero was a bit thin when he first got to City from Atletico. So I mean, it's not wrong to think Felix could play up there.
He's got to get in the gym.
But that's here, man. And I mean, since he pulled up the crest. I mean,
he did.
And that's next year, maybe.
I love that, and to see, and I think that was kind of the nod that I like to see from him. Like I have not been a fan since he came to the club. I don't think he's worth $600,000 every time we play him on the pitch. That to me is baffling to pay Atletico that type of money.
And then not even play him every game.
And then not play him.
Yeah, not to play him every game. That's the frustrating thing.
But when he scored, he did not bring attention to himself. He gave the honors to the club. And that was one thing that's needed right now. We have to be bigger than... I don't like Todd Boehly, but I love Chelsea football. I love Chelsea beyond Roman. I love Chelsea beyond Drogba. I love Chelsea beyond Lampard. I will be all but relegation. This club is a Premier League club. And as long as we are Premier League club, I am bought into Chelsea football. So at some point it is bigger than us. And to see him do that, it was one of those like, I'll stand up and give you one of these. I really enjoyed that. And especially the goal he scored. Yeah, it was a tap in, but it's Yao. He hasn't scored.
Hey, nobody's scored that this year. So
right, exactly.
Yeah, no one has looked that calm and composed to just roll it in.
Just roll it in.